Okay. Wait, checking. Can you guys hear me? Can you guys hear me? Check, check, check. Can you guys hear me? If you can, just let me know in the chat, guys. If you're able to hear me, just let me know in the chat. Just want to make sure that you guys are able to, get the audio right. You guys can hear me loud and clear. Then that's a good sign. Then we can get started. All right. Come, let's go. Let's go. Let me know, guys, if you are able to hear me. Okay, we have Patrick that says okay. Right, Demio Mangosteen who says can. Michael says can hear. Okay, how about the rest of you guys? Okay, for those of you who just joined in, let me know if you are able to see me and hear me loud and clear. Okay, B Kyang says yes. Okay, let me know, guys. I'm just gonna wait for a couple of seconds, I would say, right, for more people to hop on in, and then for you guys to let me know as well whether the audio and the visual is good. All right. Meanwhile, I'm just gonna quickly take a sip of water. Okay, Biju says yes. Lily says can. Okay, for those of you who just joined in, guys, let me know, where are you watching this from? Are you watching this from YouTube? Are you watching this from Facebook? Because we are actually streaming to a few places. Just let me know, guys, where are you watching this from? Are you watching this from? Okay, KCC, yes. Okay, let me know, guys, where are you watching this from? Are you guys watching this from YouTube? All right. Demio Mangosteen, Max says watching from YouTube. How about the rest of you guys? Let me know. Come on, guys. All right. YouTube. Okay, a lot of people watching from YouTube. We have some people watching from Facebook. Okay, YouTube seems like majority is YouTube. Okay, fantastic, fantastic. All right, so good to have all of you guys here. Again, for those of you who are tuning in for the first time, Julian here, and I'm actually going to be sharing and doing some weekly analysis or goal analysis. All right, and also we're gonna see if there are actually any setups that we can actually take for today. All right, if they are, I'll be sharing it with you. If they aren't, then at least you guys learn something as well. Is it all good, guys? Is it good? If good or okay, just type in okay. Let me know. All right, because I want to give you guys a good quality setups. If there is, right, if there aren't, then there's no need to actually force a setup as well. All right, can fantastic, good. Okay, Grisha says good as well. Okay, Ken, fantastic. Okay, fantastic. Okay, so I'm going to be going to share my screen right now, which is this one right here. Let me just pull that up. Give me a second. Okay, if you guys are able to see my screen, my what do you call that? My charts. Just let me know in the chat. If you can see my chart, just let me know in the chat, yeah, guys. Are you able to see my chart? Yes, no? Yes, can see the chart. Just want to make sure everything's okay before we proceed. Can you guys see the chart? Yes. Yes. Can see? Okay. Okay, can see. Okay, yes. Okay, great. Okay, I just afraid that because I'm not very used to using this platform in order to stream. All right, so I just want to make sure that everything is okay. All right, cool. So let's get going into analyzing. All right, so as you know, I always like to start off with the bigger time frame to do market analysis. All right, and right now we can actually see that. Okay, let me ask you guys: do you think gold is going up or going down? What's the status of gold? What do you guys think? Is it looking bullish or is it looking bearish? What do you guys think right now? Bullish or bearish? Okay, Max says up. Okay, let's see, up. All right, how about the rest of you guys? What do you guys think? Looking bullish or bearish? Okay, so if you look at the monthly chart right here, you will see that the last few months have actually been pretty stagnant, right? You can see that this is what you call as a doji. Okay, so it has been doji for May 1st. May, in the month of June as well, right? And then in the month of July, it ended up a slight tad bearish. Okay, slight tad bearish. Let me see whether I can draw. Where's the tool to draw? Here. All right, so you can see this one here. Not very nice. Okay, but this one here, This one here, okay, is actually very much a dodgy. So that means from the start of the month, it started here, it went up, it went down, end of the month ended up here. So it was actually very, very much stagnant. And then even for June, right, it was also pretty much stagnant. Now in July, it looks bearish. How about this month? Okay, right now, I cannot say for sure whether it will be bearish or bullish because it is just the start of the month. All right, as you can see, even when the month starts here, it can go up, it can go down, right? So it's not very clear. Okay, but for now, it seems pretty bullish for now. All right, so we need to look at different time frames in order to check. So just now we have had a look at the monthly. Now let's look at the weekly. Okay, let me see if I can look for the tool that I'm actually trying to look out for. Okay, let's just use this. Okay, so right now, if we have a look at the weekly chart, you can see that initially it was going up. All right, over here there was actually a break of structure, so it became a little bit bearish, creating a lower low. This created a lower high. Okay, and then right now is actually starting to push up again. Okay, so if I were to ask you, what do you think this is? Is it looking bullish or is it looking bearish or still sideways? What do you guys think right now, as of right now? Okay, Wani says bullish. LKW says sideways. Okay, how about the rest of you guys? What do you guys think? Is it still sideways? Bullish. Okay, bullish. This one says bullish. Looking bullish. All right. So if you ask me, if you actually see, because the last week it ended up pretty bullish, yes, okay. But if I were to just take this away, all right, if I were to just draw a what do you call that, trend line, it's still within the triangle. Okay, so what I'm looking out for is I'm looking for a clearer sign on whether it will actually break out to the top or a sign whether it will break out to the bottom. All right, currently it is still within the range of the triangle right here, so it's still very much sideways. It's not very clear yet. Until I see a clearer breakout, then I'm able to give a better direction. All right, this is from the weekly. But if you see on the daily, okay, daily before that, you can see right here, this was very much bullish structure, creating higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs. Then what happened after that? In the final week of July, it actually went all the way down. Okay, this broke the structure over here. You can see, okay, it actually broke the structure. And then what happened? When it broke the structure, it became bearish, correct? Right, it broke the structure, it became bearish. And then it continued its bearish movement all the way down. And then at the start of August, all right, last week, it started pushing up again. Right, it started pushing up again. So now what happened is that since it actually pushed up past this area here, this created another what? This area here, what did it create? Anyone can tell me? This area here, what did it create? What did this create, guys? Anyone of you guys know? All right. Okay, LKW says another break of structure. Exactly right. So over here, there was a break of structure, right? From bearish momentum or bearish trend, it started looking positive again, looking bullish again. All right, exactly. Right, there was a break of structure. Okay, and now you can see it starts to go up. So as of right now, what I'm looking at is for gold to continue its movement up. Now, question is that where will it go up until? Right, because there's a break of structure, right? Where will it go up until? It should go up until, so this is the daily, right? And considering there is already broken this, it should, right, technically speaking, go until the next resistance. Okay, so where is the next resistance? Next resistance should be around here. Okay, this is the next resistance right here. However, before it reaches there are actually a few roadblocks that it needs to go through, right, or needs to break past before it can actually reach there. So what are the roadblocks? Of course, if you look at it from a daily perspective, you cannot see because this seems like a very clear highway, right? So you always need to go down to a lower time frame for us to do some analysis. Okay, so right now, okay, where are we at? Currently, this is another roadblock that it actually has to break through in order for it to go up. All right, it has to break through this roadblock if it wants to continue its way higher. So what can we do when we see this roadblock? What do you guys think? What can we actually do? Since this is a roadblock, what can we actually do? Anyone can share? Anyone knows? Okay. This is actually one of the areas that we're actually looking at potentially selling. All right, this is one of the areas that we're looking at potentially selling actually. Okay, so if you actually have a look, this happens to be, okay, hang on, let me just mark this area. This area happens to be a H4 resistance. Okay, H4 resistance. So when it touches the H4 resistance, this is an area that we can actually look to sell. All right, so this on IC markets, you can see that it actually did already touch this area right here. Okay, and it started going down a little bit already. So depending on your broker that you're using, okay, whether you're using MT4 or MT5, okay, you may see slightly different resistance on H4, okay, right here as well. All right, but it's around this area. So for those of you who actually want to try and sell at this area, okay, you can actually do. All right, because we have already kind of touched this area right here around 72. Currently, it's gone down about, let me see how much have we gone down. It's gone down about 40 pips. Okay, so if you want to try to enter again, all right, re-enter again, what you can do is we can actually wait for it to retest this area. Okay, and then we can actually look to enter again. Let me just mark this area. Okay, if it comes back here, okay, you can actually look to re-enter again. But what if it doesn't come back to this area? Okay, let's see if there's any other areas that we can actually look to enter. Let's see. Okay, so currently right here, you can see on even at M1, okay, it has already created a slightly bearish structure because it has also broken through this area right here. Can you guys see? All right, what is this? This is actually another brick structure, right? Structure has broken. Let me just try this out. BOS. Okay, structure has broken. All right, so we're going to look for it to retest this area on top. This one is also another area. Hang on, let me just have a look at M5. Okay, this is also another area. They has also broken on M5 itself. You can see that the candle, right, is the candle closing below or above? What do you guys think? Is the candle closing? Did the candle close below or close above? This one here on M5. This area here, guys. This candle. Did it close below or did it close above? Let's see. LKW says retest 3371 considered as risky trade. I would say we can try. We can try to enter sales over here. All right. So you can see here it closed below. Yes. So this gives us a stronger confirmation, right, that this is a potential entry. Okay. So what we can do is that we can wait for it to come back up to this area here. Okay. Of course, the higher it goes up, the better, right? But this is already a first sign of it, kind of rejecting as well, right? So if you enter right here, this is H4 resistance. I would say maybe you can put, okay, usually if I enter H4 resistance, I will actually put a slightly bigger stop loss because H4 is a very, very big area, right? But if you want to be a little bit, I would say a little bit safer, maybe you can just put, okay, so I will look at this as the last area. So probably maybe even onto here, on top here, right? We can see, let me see, where's the next area? Next area is actually here. Okay, so if you want, probably put it somewhere like that as a very, very tight stop loss. Yeah, but take note, this has already gone down about 50 pips from the right H4 resistance right here. Okay, can. So this from this area to this area, actually I would, let me see, I will actually put it slightly even higher. Let's see other time frame first. Okay, I will use this. Okay, so probably slightly higher than this, maybe 78. I think this is good enough. Right, as an area to look for. I mean, if it breaks this area, right, so you can see this to this about 60, 70 pips for H4, I think it's still fine, right? You can use this. All right. Now, if you're using another broker, for example, if you're entering MT5, okay, so MT5 may not follow IC markets. MT5 may follow a different different chart, right? Especially if you're looking at H4, it will look completely different. All right. On MT5, you would have to follow O and on your chart, right? But if you're doing if you're using MT4, then IC markets or even Pepperstone will look the same. All right. How do you know? Simple. You want to actually go to the line chart of your MT4, right, or MT5, and you want to compare it with the trading view here. Okay. So for example, if you go to your MT4, you compare with Pepperstone, you will see that it actually looks the same. But if you compare it with Oanda, then it may look different, right? Same with if you use MT5, right? If you are comparing it with Oanda, it may look the same. But if you compare it with Pepperstone, it may look entirely different. Go and check it out and see, and just let me know in the chat, okay, if you see the same thing as well. Okay, Ken? Now, what happens if this area breaks? Okay, if this area breaks, of course, price will continue its movement up. All right, so because we already see it right now is in a slightly bullish momentum. So this sell, right, is merely a roadblock that we are trying to test and see whether it, holds before the price continues its way up. Right? If this roadblock breaks, then the next area they will continue its movement up, right, would be, I would say, around the next support right here, which is around here. Okay, this is another H4 support. You can actually see that this is a V right here, right? V support. What happened is it broke out, right? So this area will become the next resistance for it to test. So these are the next areas of cells, all right, that you can actually look to enter as well, right? But of course, if all these areas break, you continue its way up all the way to the daily resistance right here. So if you wanted to follow the trend, let me ask you guys, should you be looking for more sells or should you be looking for more buys? What do you guys think? If you were looking to follow the trend, should you be looking for more sells or should you be looking for more buys? Because you guys are the one who say that it is actually bullish, right? Okay. So yes, all right. If it is following the trend, then yes, you should be looking for more buys. Now, question is, where can we actually go and buy? All right, where can we actually go and buy? So, if we were to see what happened today was that market was very much sideways. If you see, right, very much sideways here and here. Okay, I call this as the roadblocks as well. Right, very much sideways, and price was actually playing within these areas here, 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 here. Can you guys see? Right? Until what happened? Until a breakout that happened this actually literally just now at 7 p.m. Right? You can see this was the breakout that happened at 7 p.m. Price broke out. So what's gonna happen is that if you want to look for buys, you can actually wait for it to retest back down here, and then we can actually try to re-enter at the bottom. Right? Of course, the safer buy would be at the bottom here. Let me just try to show you guys entry. Safer buy would be at the bottom here because over here is actually, let me mark it here. All right, over here, this is actually S, R, okay, R. And then creating a new R over here, right, on H1. This area here is a SRR for H1. So when price comes back down here, we are expecting for price to actually go up even higher from this area because this was the area that it actually broke out from. All right, now, is there a possibility that price doesn't reach this entry, but it goes up from this area here? Is there a possibility? What do you guys think? Is there a possibility that instead of it going to the support, all right, it actually comes to this area here? I would consider this. Okay, let's make this a little bit clearer. R1, R2, right? It goes to either R1 or R2 since it's actually very, very nearby before going up. Is that possible? Yes, it's actually possible as well, right? Because this is what we call as the resistance breakout. This becomes the support, right? For even for H1 and stuff like that, right? So it is possible, right? So if you want to enter at this area here, okay, can you enter? What do you guys think? You want to enter buys at this area higher up. Is it possible? What do you guys think? Can enter or not? All right. So Leila say yes. Okay, what do you guys think? What the rest of you guys think? Okay, LKW says small lot. All right. Good answer. How about the rest of you guys? What do you guys think? Can enter or not? Can enter or not? Yes, no, hey guys. Only yes or no. Can enter means can enter. Cannot enter, then say cannot enter. What do you guys think? All right, can becomes S in a few layers. Okay, so if you want to enter here, know that this is high risk. Okay, it's not to say cannot enter, but this is what we call as a higher risk entry because this is at the roadblock. Because there is possibility that it may actually go down here before going up. Right, so yes, if you want to try to enter, maybe reduce the risk a little bit, right? Use a smaller lot size. Anyway, from here to here, from this entry until this entry, is it very far apart? Actually, not really. It's about 50 pips only. Right, so it's not to say a very big difference in terms of entry layer. So then what happened is that if you want to enter a few small lots here, right, just make sure that you know that you are able to withhold or withstand, all right, in case price does come down even to here, because there is a possibility that price may reach to the lower area, right, before continuing its movement up as well. All right, so just some things for you guys to take note of as well. Are you guys learning something so far? Is this helpful, guys? Has this been helpful? I'm showing you guys some of the analysis right here. Okay, did anyone manage to enter just now? This one here. All right, so over here, this area actually, this one already went down. Let's see how many pips did this go down. This one already went down around almost 60 pips, right? Yeah, almost 60 pips. Okay, helpful. Fantastic. Helpful. Yes. Okay. Max say helpful as well. Okay, fantastic. Great. Great, huh? Okay. So let's see. All right, let's see. Okay. So meanwhile, any questions that you guys have? So this is what I see that is the closest to the current price. All right. Now, what happens if price continues its way down from here? Okay. Oops. All right. Meaning that what happens if price decides, instead of going up, it decides to break to this lower area right here? Is it possible? Okay. Is it possible? Meaning that instead of pushing up from this entry area, okay, which usually we are expecting it to do because there is already a breakout, is it possible that price breaks this buy area? What do you guys think? Is it possible? So blur till the figure cannot be seen. Are you on YouTube? If you're on YouTube, maybe you can actually adjust the, what do you call that? Adjust the quality. Right? On YouTube, there's going to be a quality settings. Maybe because your internet is not very good, so YouTube automatically, selects a quality that's a little bit lower. Right? Okay. So is it possible? Again, when it comes to the market, right, anything is possible. All right. So of course, there is going to be possibility, okay, of this actually breaking through as well. So if it does really break through, okay, again, not to worry. This area here can now possibly be an area for us to, right, enter at the retest. Okay, the same zone can be an area that we enter at the retest for sells, right, all the way back down to this roadblock right here. Right, to make it even better, I will use this as the roadblock. Why? Because this was the area that had a breakout, price pull back to this area before rejecting above. So this tells me that there is actually something very, very strong right over here. Something strong over here. If not, price won't suddenly reject at this area. Okay, so if this area breaks, this entry here breaks, I will actually wait for a retest for you to sell down to this area here. Is it clear, guys? Select high quality. Now figure clearly seen. Okay, very good. Okay, by the way, I'm not Juliana, okay? I'm Julian, okay? Those of you who call me Juliana, I'm not going to be very happy, okay? I'm just kidding, all right? I mean, I'm not kidding with my name. I'm Julian, okay? So please don't call me wrong name lah. Okay, so far, is it clear, guys? Has this been clear enough for you guys? Okay, so I'm telling you guys what are the possible scenarios of what may happen, all right? Because again, I don't have the answer, right, to whether price will continue to go up or go down. But I can just tell you, okay, what is going to happen in the case of price coming to certain areas, right? Because this is what is happening. So right now, we can see that price is already, right, reaching this area right here, okay, which is very, very close to our higher risk entry, okay? So what I would normally be looking out for is I would normally be looking out for a rejection of this area, right, before entering any buys. Okay, now, of course, if price were to immediately create a red candle going down here like that, okay, then it will be too dangerous to even enter in, right? Imagine if price were to create a super huge candle breaking through these areas, all right, then it's actually going to tell you that the market is very, very bearish, right? And therefore not a very good idea for you to go and enter buys. Right? So you can actually just wait for the candle to close, especially right, M1 should at least give you a green candle, right? Indicating that there are buyers which are inside, and therefore right, you can actually go into buy. But again, if it doesn't give you anything at all and it just immediately breaks through, right, our closest rate at least, then guys, do you even want to enter? Right, this is actually going to be very, very dangerous. As you can see right now, okay, has the market closed, or has the candle, even at M1, has it closed green yet? Has it closed green yet? What do you guys think? Has it closed green yet? Any of these candles closed green yet? Also, by the way, guys, I want to share something. Is that for those of you who are watching this as a live, okay, know that there may be some delay, okay, especially you can actually see what's the time, right? I would say that there's probably a 30 seconds, sometimes even 1 minute delay. So do take that into consideration, right? If you're entering, because sometimes the feedback will be, what you are hearing would be actually 1 minute or 30 seconds even slower, right? Even later, sorry. All right, so you can see right here, no green sign at all, right? So how do you want to enter? You cannot, right? So you can actually just wait and see, right? Before you even enter, you can see, right? All red candles. Is it exactly what I said? Exactly what I say, right? If I say that if it's all red candle, no even chance for you. There's no chance for you to even want to enter. Right? Then don't enter. Just be patient and wait. Right? There's no sign of rejection here. So no entry. Right? So then we wait for it to come to the lower area, right? And see what's happening right there. Right? Maybe you reject over here, we see, because this is also another, this area here is also another resistance, right? Breakout, so we see, right? The main thing, you just want to see whether there's going to be a rejection candle, right? Or at least a green candle indicating that buyers have come in and, they're trying to push the price up. Right? If no, then guys, just chill. Can okay? But once you see a green candle coming in, okay, then you can actually decide, okay, maybe I actually try to enter some small lots. But if it does come down over here, then you know that, all right, maybe I need to actually, I need to actually wait a little bit. Just wait for the candle to close, guys. Okay, all right, there's no hurry. Ideally, what I want to see is, I want to see the candle close as, close as a bullish engulfing, ideally, if possible. Okay, I'm looking for price to show a bullish engulfing candle, right, to continue its way up. But if it doesn't, okay, then hey, just wait for a while. All right, so right here we can already see that there is, okay, M1 candle showing a rejection sign. Can you guys see? Okay, now this is the second candle, right, and it's looking for a slightly strong push already. Okay, so if you guys want to enter, right, do enter some small lots here as well, because this may be a push to the upside, right? But also one more thing is that you also need to know, right, where to close. Okay, so if you enter a few layers, okay, if you enter a few layers, where would be the next roadblock that you actually need to, where would actually be the next roadblock that you may actually need to be aware of, right, to close the trade. Okay, so where's the next roadblock? I would say possibly this area here. Hang on, let me just mark this area here. This may possibly be the next roadblock area, okay, that you want to look out for, right, on M5. This is on M5. Hey guys, you enter already or not? Hey, don't say I never tell you guys, All right. I say look for rejection candle, right? So this rejection candle already came, and this candle looks bullish already. Okay, so actually you can already enter right here. Okay, so back to the TP. I'm telling you guys what to look at as the roadblock. Okay, so you can see right here. Okay, this is actually, all right, sorry, M5, on M5, this is actually the next area, okay, that seems to be a roadblock. Okay, because this was a drop, base drop. Okay, so if, okay, price wants to go up higher, it actually needs to go up here, break past this area here first before continuing its way up. Right, it has to break past this area before it continues its way up. But if it does not break past this area, okay, you can even consider this. This is on M1, right? This is on M5. You can actually think about closing it when price reaches around this area. Why? Because you can already see that this price may be struggling to go up, right? So in that case, this will actually be what, about 40-50 pips, right? 40-50 pips as your first TP. Now, if price breaks this area, then of course it has a higher chance of going up higher, at least until this area again. Okay, but if not, hey, then maybe we can actually just close the trade over here. Okay, can? All right, so let's see what's happening here. Okay, what's going to happen here? All right, if price goes down, what's going to happen, guys? What did I say just now? If price go down to this area, this is where you enter some more, right? Because this is the actual area that we're waiting for. This is higher risk area. So definitely, if you enter here, you should be entering only a small lot because we already say higher risk area, right? So enter slightly small lots. Don't go and like enter everything here, full margin here or what. And then in the end, you're going to, right, suffer because price may very well likely come down to this entry at the bottom. Hey guys, is this clear or not so far? All right, I'm already kind of showing you guys the walkthrough, okay, or step by step of what's happening. Okay, is it good? Any stop loss for first entry? Okay, I already say price may likely come down here lah. Okay, so if you enter, just make sure that you are able to hold until this area right here. This is the actual entry that we want. Okay, so I will not put a stop loss here because I'm just going to be right looking at very, very small lots in order to right enter when I enter at this area here. Okay, understood, guys? John, does that answer your question? Okay, let me know, guys. Okay, thanks. Okay, if you want to put stop loss, up to you. All right, but I already say this to here is actually very small. It's like 50 pips only. Okay, so then, if I put stop loss, then I will hit the loss before, having to come here. I mean, up to you whether you want to. But personally, I didn't do that lah. Okay, can. All right. Great. Okay, cool. So let's monitor and see what's happening here. Okay, let's monitor and see what's happening here. Okay, meanwhile, guys, any questions that you guys have? Okay, any questions? Okay, also, one more thing. Let's have a look at what are some of the, while waiting for price, let's look at what are some of the news that's coming up. So we're actually going to be having ISM services PMI on Tuesday 10 p.m. So today is nothing, all right, today is free, but ISM services on Tuesday. On Wednesday, there's nothing as well, right? It's been a very, very long time that Wednesday has not many news. On Thursday, there's going to be unemployment claims, right? So over the last week, the Friday one, is it Friday? Yeah, Friday, right? Gold actually pushed up very, very much from here. Let's show you guys, right? Gold actually pushed up so high over here. All right, this was about, let's see, how many pips is this? This was around a 600 pips move. All right, 600 pips move on Friday itself. Okay, this was actually during the NFP news, right? So what happened is that the results that actually came out during NFP was actually bad. So you can see right here, unemployment rate, okay, or non-farm employment change also got to do with unemployment rate. The results was actually 73,000, right? This is the actual results that came out. Forecast was 106. So what is it telling you? This is actually telling you that, right, the employment is actually not doing very well in the US. So because of that, all right, when the US reports that they don't have much employment or employment rate is low, USD will actually drop, correct? So when USD drops, what's going to happen to gold? When USD drops, what happens to gold? Anyone knows? When USD drops, what happens to gold? Hey guys, yeah, go up, right? Okay, exactly, increase. Okay, go up, exactly, right? So that was what happened exactly, right, in the last Friday as well. You can see during NFP, after the news was released, you can see 8 o'clock, pom, right? It actually went all the way down. Okay, so this is the reason why, okay, gold actually went up, right? Because gold and US dollar, right, is actually inversely proportional to each other. When US dollar goes down, gold will actually go up, right? And right now we can still see that US dollar still wants to go down, right? So if US dollar is able to break through this support right here, it's going to go down. So if US dollar continue its way down, what do you guys think will happen to gold? What do you guys think? What do you guys think, guys? Hello. What do you guys think will happen to gold? Gold will continue its way up. Very good. Okay, awesome. Yeah, exactly. Right. So gold will continue its way up. So this is why we are saying that, this is bullish. We are trying to, right, look to actually buy gold, right, just because this is according to what the trend is. The sell here is actually just, I would say, a roadblock, a temporary roadblock that we try to see whether it can actually break through or not. If it can break through, it will continue its way up. Okay. All right, guys. How many of you are in this trade? Just let me know in the chat. This trade that we are in right now. How many guys are in this trade? Just say me if you are in. Are you guys in? Let me know in the chat. All right. So we have 1, 2, only 2. 2% in only. Hey, what happened to the rest? Only 2% in. Okay. 3, 4. Okay, 4%. Okay, so guys, if you make money, please go and share in the Telegram as well. All right, because not always we have live trade that have entries, right? Sometimes entry comes in later, and we don't get the opportunity to enter live, right? But in this case, okay, it seems that there's actually some opportunity now. Of course, there was a sell here, right? That when I was explaining, the sell was actually going down. You guys remember? Okay. But if not, then there's actually the buy here as well, right? There's a high risk buy here and a low risk buy at the bottom here as well. Okay, so just a quick recap again. Maybe some of you guys came in a little bit later, okay? But I'm sharing with you guys what's happening right now. Okay, just a quick recap on what's happening to the market. All right, so last week, okay, gold was actually going down. All right, was actually making its way down, but because of NFP, right, on Friday, gold actually had a very huge push to the upside, right? And what happened? It actually was a 600 pips move. You can see right here, 600 pips, right? Super, super massive move. And this actually created what we call as a break of structure over here. Let me try to mark this, right? So this is a break of structure here, indicating or showing that, okay, gold has now changed the trend from bearish to bullish. So it broke here as well, top here, okay. All right, even broke this one as well, okay. Yeah, there you go. All right, even broke this area. So it has broke so many areas here, okay. Therefore, we come to the conclusion that right now market is back to bullish. So therefore, we are going to try look for areas to go and buy. All right. So what happened was that market was pretty much sideways, right, this entire day. It wasn't until 7 p.m. that there was actually another breakout right here. Right. So when there was a breakout, okay, you see before that, market was sideways, right? on this roadblock, this literally sideways. Okay, then what happened? There was a breakout here at 7 p.m. So when there's a breakout, okay, pull back. So this is the area that we're actually trying to look to buy. All right. Now at this area here, why is this an area that we are looking to buy? Because this is a support that breaks through to resistance. Resistance 1, resistance 2. Okay, creating a new resistance on top. We're waiting for price to come back to the support in order for us to buy. However, all right, there are two areas that may potentially be a buy, which was the higher risk entry right here on top and also the support. Of course, we would love to wait for it to come to the support, but is there a possibility that it also goes up over here? Yes. Okay, but we always need to have it at the back of our mind that, right, this is the support here is the actual entry that we want to go in. Okay, we are just taking I would say maybe a short buy right here if it goes up and if it breaks through the roadblock over here. Okay, so if you don't know whether you will break through the roadblock, maybe you can actually, right, set your take profit over here, right, and actually just wait for it to see whether it will actually break through. If it does, right, that's great. If it doesn't, actually you will profit already. Okay, guys, those of you who actually went in the entry, okay, we are actually up at about 40 pips already. Guys, are you in profit, guys? Let me know in the chat. Are you in profit? Okay, if you are in profit, okay, can you see currently on M1, this is a roadblock on M1. So in order for it to break, it has to pass through this roadblock on M1. So I suggest set your break even. If you want to take some profit, please do that already. Okay, guys, I'm trying to be live here and I'm sharing with you guys here live as we are doing this. Okay, so if the price reverses, because again, there's going to be a delay, I'm not sure. Okay, don't say I didn't tell you. Okay, now please make sure that you take some set break even or at least close some profit if you want to, because we are approaching the roadblock already. Okay, guys. Okay, if you want to hold, set break even so that if price does break through and continues its way up, you are already safe. Okay, but if not, there's a chance. Remember, I say there's a chance for it to come down, right, back to our support here, because that's the area that we actually want to buy. Guys, if you are in profit, can you please go and share, right, in the Telegram? Okay, which Telegram? Right, we actually do have our Genesis Pips Telegram that you can actually share it in. Let me just quickly show you guys. Hang on, where is the here? All right, rebrand.ly/Genesis Pips. Okay, you can go inside and then share your profit. Hey guys, I'm giving you guys live trade here. Right now, the trade has gone up 50 pips already, okay? And it's at the roadblock right here, okay? If he wants to go up, he has to break this roadblock. If not, it may very well go down. Okay, guys? You guys in profit or not? Thank you. Thank you to Melson for standby. Hey guys, profit or not? How much you profit, guys? Let me know in the chat. How much you guys profit? Okay, you see, hey, can you see it's rejecting? Don't say that I never tell you to take profit. Okay, if you don't take profit and you reject, go back down. Okay, then I don't know. Okay, if you want to hold, set break even. Okay, set break even, because this is the only way for you to maintain your profits. Right? If it does happen to go down, at least your profit is secured because you have your break even. But if it doesn't, okay, if you didn't set break even, then you're going to be having to hold all the way until the bottom. Okay, guys. Okay, go and share your profits. Screenshot your profits, share it in the Genesis Pips Telegram. Okay, then I will do more lah. If I give you guys profit, but then you guys don't want to share, then guys, I heartache, Then after I don't want to do live trade with you guys really. Right? Give you guys win also, you don't want to acknowledge. Hey guys, good or not? Now you wish that you always can do live trade, right? I see. Okay. Remember what I said, if he wants to go up, he has to break through this roadblock first. Okay. Which it currently looks like he has a lot of chance. Okay. High chance that he may break, head up back to this area here. Okay. We'll share. Okay. Take screenshot, share in the Telegram. Okay. All right. Now it's also going to be approaching 9 p.m. already. Okay. So I will actually be I'm actually a little bit hungry because I've not had my dinner yet. Okay. But meanwhile, as the trade is still ongoing, okay, I want to share with you guys a little bit about an upcoming class that I'm going to be doing. Okay. Also, okay, going through how I actually identify these setups right here. Okay, guys, price is still moving 60 pips as we are talking right now. Okay. How I actually identify these setups, right? And if you guys want to learn more, all right, I'll be doing a class which is about 2 hours, all right, for you guys. So all you need to do, guys, very simple. Let me just quickly give you guys the QR code. Okay, you may actually see QR code is on the top right over here. Okay, scan it, all right, and you can register for the training. Okay, this training again, I'm going to be sharing with you guys how I actually was able to find setups like similar like this. Okay, and I'm going to be diving a little bit more in depth as well. All right, so you get to learn more on how I actually trade. Okay, very good. Yeah, so if you want, just quickly scan the code, QR code on the top right here. I'm just going to give you guys some time as well. All right, to quickly go and register for it. Okay, can guys? All right, awesome. Okay, guys, good or not? You get to make some money, even right while while attending a YouTube live. How often do people give you money like that? Right? Was the action is being taken from you guys. All right. So for those of you who took action, guys, congratulations. Okay. But if you actually were afraid of taking action because you didn't know what, okay, then guys, unfortunately you will miss out lah. Okay. So I'm just here to kind of guide you guys, showing you guys, how I trade, how I see things as well. All right. And my train of thought when it comes to actually, right, taking a trade. So you notice I didn't, even though it came to our entry area, I didn't straight away go and enter the trade. Right. I actually waited for some confirmation or for some signs that there's going to be a reversal before I even go in. Right. I did not straight away go in, right? But I was waiting for the rejection and some confirmation basically, right? So over here, it came exactly as how I actually mentioned it, okay? And I told you guys about the entry as well, right? So again, those of you who managed to enter, fantastic, right? So you can see right now, price went up 60 pips, okay? And it's actually reversing right now, okay? So if you haven't taken your profit, or if you want to hold, just set your break even, okay? Guys, how much do you profit? Let me know. How much do you profit? Let me know, guys, in the chat. How much were you able to profit, guys? Let me know in the chat. Y'all got share your profit now. I didn't see any screenshot there, guys. Come on, guys. Give you profit already, guys. Don't be like that, guys. All right, you see, M5. Okay, if you look at M5, this was not a breakout. All right, look at this because I'm looking at M5 roadblock. All right, did this candle close above the roadblock? All right, and this candle here, 850 candle, it actually did not or have not closed above. Okay, so don't get fooled. As of now, as of yet, it has not closed above. It was still respecting the roadblock. That's why I set this as the first take profit area. Okay, so if this candle is able to push and break out above this area, then yes, it has a chance of going to the higher area here. But if it did not, okay, very well, it may go down. Can Okay, Jason says 77. PS say 50. Okay, very good, guys. Awesome. Fantastic. Fantastic. How about the rest of you guys? How come only 2% make money one? Wow, sad. Okay. So guys, if you also remember, recall, guys, okay, I want to share with you one thing. All right. Last week, there was a week, it was actually a week full of news. How many of you guys realized that? Last week was a week full of news. Look at this. All right. Tuesday, there was high impact news at 10 p.m. Wednesday, there was high impact news as well, 8 p.m. ish. Okay. Thursday, there was a FOMC, right, at 2 a.m. local time. 8:30 p.m. there was unemployment claims. And on Friday, there was NFP. Correct or not, guys? There was high impact news. Yes? Correct? Yes, guys? Is it correct? Okay, guys. So what happened? All these people make profit. Okay, let me just quickly. All right, these are our friends who have actually made profit during our live trade right here. Okay, you can have PS made $50, Jason making 77, fantastic. Layla making $30, right? Michael here making about 67, right? Shinobi making $9. Fantastic, guys. Okay, fantastic. If you want to join live trade, they can make some money. All right. Okay, guys. Yes, correct or not? So we actually had a lot of high impact news last week. Okay, and this was the one that caused this massive push up. Before that, it was just kind of like, sideways, right? It caused a massive push up. So what I've done, guys, okay, do you guys want to see how I actually prepare some of my team or my students for events like this? You guys want to see? If I were to show you guys, right, how I actually do that, do you guys want to see, Yes or no? Hey, you guys want? Let me know in the chat. Okay. If you don't want, okay, then never mind. I don't share with you guys. Just let me know. You guys want to see or not? Okay. PS Entertainment say yes. Okay. Anyone else? Yeah, only one person. Max, you don't need lah. Max, you know lah. Max, you are inside for sure. You know. Okay. Karen say yes. All right. Lei In say yes. Christine say yes. Okay. So what I've done, all right, is that I've actually recorded a video, okay, showing you some of the behind the scenes, right, of how I actually was preparing my team, right, for these events as well. Okay, so I've actually put it on YouTube, okay, and I've actually make it as a premiere, all right, for you guys, which is going to be premiering in 15 minutes, 9:15. Okay, watch how I prep for FOMC and NFP week. You guys want the link to watch this or not? Okay, if I share with you, okay, 9:15 only the video will be released, but if I share with you guys, will you guys watch or not? You guys want or not? You guys want that I share with you guys the link? All right, is here. Watch how I prep for FOMC and NFP week. Okay, so you guys want? Okay, I'm going to share with you guys the link in the chat. Okay, it's not open yet. Premiering in 15 minutes or 14 minutes. Okay, so this is the link. Not sure I'm going to share with you guys. Okay, yeah, the link is in the chat. Okay, if not, if you cannot see it, okay, then go to my YouTube. Just search for my name, Julian Yong, and then find it lah. Okay, I'm not sure whether I can share it here or not. Okay, but you can watch this video so that it will be helpful for you guys as well. Okay, now let's have a look at what's happening to this trade right here. All right, so on M5, you can see right now, did it break past this roadblock? Yes or no? Did it break past this roadblock? Yes or no, guys? All right, you can see this candle close above the roadblock. Yes, right? So when it closed above the roadblock, Patrick said yes. So what happened? Bam, it's flying up. Okay, so this is how you trade, guys. Are you still in the trade? Okay, for those of you who are in the trade, guys, right, this is proof of it still going up. All right, If especially I just now I mentioned already, if you're holding, set break even. So if you're holding with break even, you're still in profit. It's right now up about 80 pips already. Okay, flying up exactly. Okay, I didn't ask you to take full profit. I asked you if you want to hold, set break even. Yes. So those of you who are still holding with break even, okay, congratulations, we are up by 80 pips. Okay, so right now, anyway, just to wrap up, guys, because I'm actually very, very hungry. It's already 9 p.m. Not had my dinner yet. Okay, I'm gonna go off for dinner right now. Okay, so just to recap again, some of the things that that we did today. We did a live trade, all right, which was absolutely fantastic. Live entry, 80 pips right now running. Okay, 80 pips still running. What else? Okay, I also talked about my upcoming class, which I'm actually doing, sharing with you guys how I find these kind of setups as well. All right. So again, if you want to join in that one, the link is, or the QR code to register for it is on the top right. Okay, it's actually the QR code right there. Okay. And also for those of you who profited in the live trade, okay, please go to my Telegram as well. Screenshot your profits, share it, then I will do more of this. Okay. If you don't share it, then do I really want to give you guys more live trades when you don't even want to share your profits that you actually got from during this live trade, right? I already give you guys the step-by-step walkthrough of how I see things and how you even enter as well. Okay, so share your profits, okay. And then last but not least, okay, if you also want to actually see, all right, how I actually prepare some of my team for the news, okay, all right, do go and check out the what do you call that? Go and check out the premiere, all right, which is happening in 11 minutes. Okay, go and watch it, all right, because this was actually created to help you guys, right, to prepare for big events and stuff like that. Okay, especially for last week, because it was a very, very volatile period, right? So you see how I do mapping and stuff like that, right? So literally this is what I cover. All right, and this is an unedited video as well. You get to see the full breakdown of how I prepare for the setups for the week. Okay, so I hope that this has been helpful for you guys. All right, looking forward for our next live trade if you guys share. All right, with that said, thank you guys and see you guys. Good night.